And I've learned how to talk to me and how to talk to others so that everything I say and do is a projection of what the desired result is and a reflection of the best I have to offer other people. The most important meeting you'll ever attend is the one you're having with yourself right now. I already knew that. You're not telling me anything new. Come on, Dennis, let's get on. Give me the take-home stuff. You're having this silent conversation at 600 words a minute, every waking moment of your life. No one knows you better than you do. No voice has as much power over you as yours. No one criticizes you more caustically than you. No voice sounds as good to you as when you compliment yourself. You are your best coach and mentor, and you should talk to yourself every day with all due respect. The take-home value that I have for you is that I, for 50 years, have been involved in psycholinguistics, the language of the mind. When the mind talks, the body listens and acts accordingly. You have a software program that runs through your mind. A lot of it is programmed already by what you've had in habitual thinking, but a lot of it has to do with what you say and do and think every moment of every day. And this is why I challenge you to listen to the way you talk to you, to listen to the coach in you, to listen to your inner winner, and to begin to talk to yourself in a much different way, and also to talk to other people in a much different way. And that is called a positive explanatory style. One of the most important things you can gain is how to speak about yourself to you and other people. Not only is your own brain listening and recording and acting and releasing the chemicals of either danger or success, but also your brain is in the process of rewiring as a music video every memory you have and every action you're about to take. In other words, it is constantly rewiring toward the new pathway that you're creating by your thoughts. And your thoughts are graphic, visual. The graphic visual are the most dominant, about 70%. So your visual images are stimulating you every moment. That's why bad news sells. That's why television is constantly giving you what's wrong. Television shows you everything that's wrong with the world and makes you watch. It stops you in your tracks. It makes you pay attention. It gives you the alarm. But the visual is almost all negative. You rarely get to see on a regular basis. Some of us do. We look in nature, we look out, and we see the things that are beautiful, but most of what we see is negative. So the graphic images are mostly negative, and so we're filled with everything that's wrong. You need to flip that visual image inside your mind to be looking, be on the lookout for beauty, art, the positives of history, the solutions in life, and the things that you see. In other words, you need to look through the front view mirror at your life as it's going to be and stop looking through the rear view mirror as what has happened so far. Now, since it's graphic, it's also emotional. And emotions, when tied with graphics, smash it in and keep it forever. And that's why when I have learned to talk to myself, I use visual words, I use word pictures, I use words that are descriptive, colors, touches, sensuality. I try to make my words come to life because I'm talking to myself and talking to my brain. It's called psycholinguistics. And every conversation you have is layering on top of the old software a new software program that will rewire your brain for success in the future, creating new neural pathways. It's been proven that not only are you releasing chemicals every day, hormones, adrenaline, epinephrine, endorphins, you name it, you're releasing either the harbingers of fear or the harbingers of desire. You're either releasing success or failure. You're releasing danger or non-danger every day in what you think and what you say. I give you a challenge. When you talk to yourself, listen to what you're saying. Are you your best friend? I've become mine. I used to be my worst critic. Buzzard beep, beaver teeth, motor mouth, turtle breath, Dumbo ears, uncoordinated, too small, not tall enough, too old, too this, too that. I was counting my blemishes instead of my blessings. And I've learned how to talk to me and how to talk to others so that everything I say and do is a projection of what the desired result is and a reflection of the best I have to offer other people. So when you talk in terms of I want to, I can. Next time it'll be better. I'm feeling better now. I'm doing better now. Here's what I'm doing. Oh, I know we're stewing, but what are we doing? Oh, I know we're afraid, but how are we handling that? I know what's wrong, but what are we doing to make it right? So everything you're saying should be part of the solution instead of reinforcing the problem, because your mind cannot reverse a thought. It moves toward your currently dominant thought every minute of every day. So whatever you think, whatever you say, is layering the new software program over the old hardware system. So when I wake up in the morning, I say, safe again, let's go. What are you going to do with this day, Dennis? What are you going to do? It's your choice. And so I begin to get into this positive explanatory way of dealing with my life. I think it, I do it, I see it. I think it, I do it, I see it. I think it, I see it, I do it. What can I do with this day? And I would like each of you to take a cue from a guy who's lived nearly 90 years on the earth, 87, 1933, post-depression, Dust Bowl, people coming from all the other states to California. World War II begins, then the Korean War begins, then the Vietnam War begins, but the Cold War is there. I go through 4 years of polio in the summertime. I never get polio, but I'm afraid of it because it was one of the most devastating viruses ever to hit. 4 straight years in California, you could not go swimming in a swimming pool. You could not go to a movie. You could wear a mask, it wouldn't do you any good. You can't get a drink. So I've been through all those things, and I've decided that the best thing you can do in your life, and you can learn from a guy my age, there's only enough time to solve problems. There's only enough time to make choices that solve the problem, but not to become part of it. As I started out, the world is so full of critics and so few role models. Better to be an example of what to do than what not to do, in my opinion. But everyone has their own way, and I cherish each person's right to speak and act in the way they feel represents their own internal values. I'd like to talk especially, since I'm talking about the way you talk to yourself, on how to do that. You're the key protagonist in the movie called life. So you need to be talking to yourself in a way that encourages you to be the best you can be. So instead of saying, I need to lose weight, you need to become a desired weight. Instead of not being late, you need to be on time. I'm an on-time person. I arrive early at meetings. I'm in control of my thoughts and feelings. Water is my favorite fitness drink. I eat lean source protein. I eat fiber-based carbohydrates. I'm relaxed under pressure. I'm a winner. Why would you tell yourself what not to do unless there was imminent physical danger and you were in the process of being endangered? Of course, then you would fight or flee. You would use a fight or flight mechanism. But since you're involved in projecting with your words, pictures, and emotions, your software, your goals, your plan, why would you tell yourself what you don't want? Why would you tell your children what not to do unless it was just to save their lives? Why wouldn't you tell people what they could do, what they might do, what you suggest that they do? Why don't you give them an answer? Why don't you tell them that you just learned something new, something good, something new in nutrition, another way to save people time and money? Of course you would. When I was working with the United States Olympics for 2 Olympiads, 8 years, I was watching the way they behave, and I was watching that they are always talking to themselves. I remember one Olympian. Here's what she did. Her name was Mary Lou Retton, incidentally, and she was in 1984. And she got the only American ever win a perfect 10. And this is what she was saying. And I want you to think about what you say to yourself. Here's what she was saying. Hi, Mom. Thanks for all the carpals. This ball's for you. Speed, power, explode, extend, rotate, plant the feet at the end. When the pressure's on, I get better, just like drill. This is your moment in history. Just like drill. Need a 10, got a 10. Let's go. But many people would say, ooh, a bronze isn't so bad. Ooh, I'm not feeling very well. I sure hope I don't fall. The worst thing you can do is to tell yourself and others what you don't want, because the mind is incapable of putting opposite adjectives in front of dominant thoughts. You will move toward your dominant thought every minute of every day. So the inner winner is listening to the script that you have, and you have this incredible script. And as we'll see, it is the GPS system, and as we see, it's also a chemistry set, and it's an electronic set as well. But When anyone pays you a compliment for any reason, accept it graciously by saying thank you. Accept value when it's paid, and always pay value forward. Accept value, pay value. A very simple way of living for life. Thank you means I accept what you say for what it's worth, and I'm worth the effort. When you pay value, it means that you have something of value to give. And that's why I believe that love within is the strongest virtue of all, because you cannot give anyone any emotion that you don't already possess. You cannot love someone unless the love is there awaiting you to give it away.